Welcome to Macey's Cooking Corner. I'm your host, Apple Danes, and we have the lovely Laurie Oyler from Aria Salons on Main Street in Spanish Fork. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
no, that's perfect. I love your accent.
Oh, you do? Thank you. And I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my goodness. So this beautiful lady here, you have a salon, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And on Main in Spanish Fork. And how long have you been there?
We've been in that location for about a year and a half. We were further north Maine for about 2.5 years.
Oh, my goodness. And this is your lovely daughter.
Yes, this is Kiara.
Say hi to the camera, okay? And I'm really glad that you've come today, but I just want to learn a little bit more about you, okay?
Okay.
So you've got 4 children, is that correct?
Yes.
4 beautiful children, and you are a businesswoman who's managed to handle your home life. How do you do it? I want to know how you do it all.
I just surround myself with good people. I have really good kids, and we have family around town that helps us, and just great people that I work with.
And how long have you been in Spanish Fork for?
Well, my husband's family's been here. He was born and raised in the same house his whole life, and then I moved here after I graduated high school.
Wow.
When my dad retired from the military. So.
And your dad used to work for our show. Oh.
Yes,
Spanish Fork 17.
Yeah.
And just in case people don't know, and I'm sure everyone in Spanish Fork knows him, but what was his name?
Dave Oyler.
Dave Oyler. Oh, very nice, very nice. So on a daily basis, how many people would you say come through your salon?
Every day is a little bit different, but probably at least 20.
About 20?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, look at that. And you managed to handle all of that. I'm impressed, seriously. So today, what are you going to make for us?
So we are making some asparagus roll-ups. They're really simple and easy to make. Right now, Kira's gonna start chopping off the ends of the asparagus. We just pre-washed them, but you just want to wash them. It works better with the skinnier asparagus. The bigger ones work okay, but sometimes when you get the fat asparagus, it kind of gets a little chewy.
Chewy, that's very true.
So she's just cutting the ends off of them, and then while she's doing that, I'm gonna talk about this phyllo dough right here.
Okay. And all of this, did you get it? Where did you buy it?
So everything's from Macey's. Macey's
fantastic.
is my favorite grocery store. I pretty much go there every day.
Wonderful.
The people know me by name. But this phyllo dough, a lot of people don't know about it, but it's in the freezer section. And the nice thing about it is it's already prepared for you, and it's back by where the pies are. And so when you take it out, it's actually frozen. You want to make sure that you let it thaw for a couple hours before you try this, because it's not going to unroll frozen, but it's rolled up. And so you take it out. There's 2 bags in each, so I usually will take one out and leave one in the freezer. But you open it up, and it rolls right out. The dough is really, really thin. And then once we roll this dough out, we're going to, and when I say roll, I just mean unroll. It's kind of like a fruit roll-up.
Right.
It just rolls right out. And it has a nice plastic underneath that you can just prepare on top of, so it keeps everything clean.
What makes this different to a normal pastry?
I think just the shape. It is really similar to a pastry. And so the difference is, instead of adding sweet to it, we're going to add some butter and some Parmesan cheese. And so we're just going to spread some butter and Parmesan cheese, and then we're going to roll up through the ends, one on each end, and we'll roll up that asparagus inside of that. And
So where do you get time to cook too? I mean,
it's all, some days are easier than others, but
Right.
in my family, we actually, each kid has a different night where they cook dinner.
Oh,
And
I
so
love
it
that.
teaches them how to cook, and then we just all kind of jump in when we're home and help each other. So if I had to do it myself, we might not eat more than cereal.
This is it, yes. I had one of those moments today, actually. And my kid was like, well, could you show me how to make spaghetti? And I said, hands down, figure it out. You can read now. So how long have you been doing that? Telling your kids to everyone take turns?
As soon as they could help cook, because I knew right away that I wanted them to be able to cook, and I didn't want to have to worry about them when I was gone, if they could use the oven or not. And I knew some people that had, older kids, and they didn't know how to cook, and so I just started them from a young age. So sometimes we just ate ramen noodles for dinner. That's what they chose to cook, or macaroni and cheese. But they were learning, and now they're getting more gourmet. They kind of have, cupcake wars and things like that.
Oh, really? That's fantastic. And I noticed this phyllo pastry, it's kind of split into rectangular shapes. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That are
and-
pre-cut.
Right, they are pre-cut, and sometimes you're just wrapping 1 or 2 pastries at a time just because they stick, because they're so thin. And
That looks delicious. I love asparagus, especially this time of year. You know?
right, there's a lot of people who actually really like asparagus. I haven't met anyone that doesn't yet. I'm sure there are people that don't, but
Oh,
that's
okay.
one vegetable that I think that a lot
Everyone-
of people like.
Would eat quite happily.
And this is a really good thing to make when you're entertaining, just kind of as like a side dish, or else you can make it with dinner. Sometimes
Right.
we'll make it with roast or chicken or something, but it's good if you just need to take like finger foods because you don't need dishes for it.
Exactly. So at your salon, what services do you provide? I noticed that you do your hair, which is very nice. I
Oh,
like
thank
this
you.
color, actually.
Thank you.
What color is that color? Just for everyone
It
to know.
is, it's a 4VV, which it's just a really dark color that has violet undertones. And so,
okay.
every once in a while in the light, it'll catch like a violety
Violet,
burgundy
yeah.
color. And so, today, before I came, I got spoiled at the salon and I got my hair done and then my eyelashes.
Oh, I love
got my
it.
nails done.
Oh, look at that. It's like bling bling, really, today.
And anyways, we do pedicures, manicures, microblading. I mean, almost every single thing. The only thing that we don't do right now really is massage.
Oh.
And that's something we need to get into, but
I think so. I'd
we've-
come to that one, definitely. I'd come to the nails, well, not the hairdo, but, you know.
You already
But-
have great hair.
Thank you, but they do my kind of hair, though. I've already gone there. I took my mum with me. She was very pleased, and they were very friendly, and they just did wonders to her hair, so that was fun. I really loved it.
Yeah, we had a great time with her. She's got a great personality.
Yeah, so if you have a child that you've adopted or something that has textured hair, afro hair, you know, go to Area Salon on Main. Hey, I said it correctly.
Yes, you did. Thank
Yeah. And it's beautiful. I mean, the location, I love the building. You just describe a little bit of the
So
building.
the building
in case
was
people
built
don't
in
know.
1918, and it was originally a hardware store. And we were able to purchase the building and renovate it. And so we gutted everything out of it, but we were able to restore some of the original brick upstairs. And then in the basement, we were able to restore some of the rock foundation and the original
That's
wood that's
beautiful.
been in there since 1918. So it's been really fun to kind of keep the historic aspect of it. And we've really enjoyed the location. It's fun to be there for all the city activities that go on, like the Trick or Treat on Main and the light parade. We enjoy the Fiesta Days, the
Right.
sidewalk sales, and
Yeah.
it's great to really get a chance to connect with the community and get to know people.
It's a great location, and I love the way upstairs what you've done, where you know for the nails and the eyes and everything else upstairs. It's beautifully done.
Thank you.
Area and the light. I love places where there's a lot of light coming in, and upstairs you have the windows that are really huge. aren't they?
Yes, and those windows were boarded up for 60 years. We just
No way.
when we renovated, we got the windows put back, and that was my favorite part
Part
when
of
we
it.
could finally like have light coming in the window.
Yeah.
That was
that's
really
wonderful.
nice.
See, so there's a beautiful place you can hang out, I say, you know. So now what are you going to do? Wow, this is coming along quite
So
nicely.
you cook this on 375 for 15 minutes. We're going to get that in the oven right now so that we
Okay.
have a chance to cook it while we're getting everything ready. And
it's going to smell heavenly, I'm sure.
yes, definitely.
I'm
And then
looking
the
forward
nice
to it.
thing about this is the asparagus, like the outside's crispy with the dough, and then the inside just, it has a really good flavor with the butter and the Parmesan cheese, but the asparagus is actually like the perfect texture. It's not too crispy and it's
Right.
not too chewy, you know, it's just right. So.
Wow, fantastic. So, are we going to finish this and then put it in? Oh, do you have to preheat the oven at what? What temperature?
375.
Oh, 375.
Yes,
Okay. so
375 for 15 minutes.
So you did that already?
Yes,
Oh my
so
goodness,
the
of
oven's ready to go.
course. It's efficient. I can see you doing that.
Thank you.
So, all right, should we finish the rest of these and then, or?
Yeah, we can go ahead and stick them in the oven. We had some that we prepared beforehand just so that we could get them going. So.
Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We're doing the Martha Stewart way. No, we're doing the Aria way. You're doing a great job. Fantastic. You can mime to the camera if you want. Beautiful. Love it, love it. Okay, so what is your favorite vegetable to eat? You're going to say
Probably
asparagus.
asparagus. Yep, especially this way. But yeah, we love asparagus at our house. The kids fight over it sometimes. They're like, no, you already have 5 pieces. I want this one.
Really?
So I guess that's a good thing to fight over.
Right, absolutely.
How about you? What's yours?
I do love asparagus. I do love kale. I'm a kale girl because I love smoothies, you know.
Do you eat it like raw or do you cook it?
I
Or
blend
just in
it
smoothies?
in
Okay.
smoothies, and I also do like making this where you get all the vegetables and then you stir fry it.
Oh, that
with
sounds really good.
And that's really wonderful. Actually, I have one question as well that I'd like to ask you. So, what time do you open from, and what time do you close your salon?
Our main business hours are from 10 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
but we do have extra hours available by appointment before or after. Sometimes we start at 6 in the morning, and sometimes we go
really?
till like 10 at night. It just depends on, you know, we
time.
try to accommodate the needs of people who work or have kids.
Right.
And
Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, my goodness. And do you ever have, what kind of hobbies do you like doing? I mean, in your spare time, right?
I love swimming.
You
I'm
love
not very
swimming?
good at it, but I love to swim.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
good way to exercise the body without putting a lot of stress on it.
That's
so.
true. And when do you do that? When would you do that?
You know, this year our goal is to go at least once or twice a month as a family. So
That's really good.
So we're gonna try to do that on Monday nights when the kids are home. So
So you've got it down as a businesswoman, as a mother, and your husband, he's a pilot. So whilst the children were growing, he wasn't around.
right, yeah, he was gone a lot, and then and now his schedule's a little better. So he's gone about half of the week, and he's home. He gets to go to ball games and stuff like that. So it makes it really nice.
I bet it does. Well, this has been wonderful. And so now you've just put those in and you put the timer on for 15 minutes.
Right,
Is that right?
yes.
We are going to take a little break here whilst everything's cooking, and we'll return so that you can see how delicious these look and taste, because I'm going to try them. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Macey's Cooking Corner. We have the really beautiful Laurie Oyler
Thank
from
you.
Aria Salons on Maine.
Yes.
And with a beautiful salon that I just love to go to. And we've put the asparagus in, is that correct?
Yes.
And how many minutes have we got left? I'm so excited to eat them.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. And so you were going to tell me a little bit about the actual pastry that we use to create these.
Yeah, so we were talking
asparagus.
about the phyllo dough earlier, and it's found in the freezer section by the pies. And it's actually around $3 or $4.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's all. And it comes with 2 big rolls in there. I put one in the freezer for next time, and then I pull one out, because remember, you want to make sure that it's thawed, because it is frozen. And if you can see the back, it also has a good recipe for dessert too. I haven't tried it with dessert, but I'm sure it's great. It looks like it has a lot of functions, and so yeah, I love to get this in the Macy's freezer aisle by the frozen pies.
And each packet, each roll is about how many? It's quite a few, because I mean,
Oh yeah, there's
You know?
probably 50.
for each
At
one.
least, yeah,
that's
50, and they're so
fantastic.
thin and perfect. And then I also got this butter. There's
O'Lakes.
lots of different kinds. I just happened to grab this one because it's easy to spread. You just want to make sure your bread is soft when you're spreading it. It
Right.
makes it a lot easier. So I did leave this out of the fridge a little bit before we started as well. And then we just got the Western Family Parmesan cheese that you can just shake on top of the butter that you spread. And so it's really fast and easy. It's really fun if your kids usually like to help with it. And so, sounds like they're done right now.
I'm
Here
really
they come.
excited. Shall we take them out?
Yes.
See what they're going to... I can smell things. This is wonderful. Oh, wait.
We're going to
put
let
this
them
one
cool over
back.
here, but I don't know if they wanted to see.
Put this one in. That's beautiful.
The timer on.
Can you see that? Oh, yes. Oh, that smells good. I could just right now, but I'm not going to. Hey, there was something that I forgot to ask you about. Now, Laurie apart from being a businesswoman, being a mother of 4, being a wonderful wife, I'm sure her husband would say so if he was here, that she's amazing. She's also, they play instruments, her and her family, and your father, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. My dad has always had a love of music, and my husband as well. And so we put together a little family band, and we like to tinker around a little bit, and we perform here and there. We've been at Booth Brothers here in town several times. I love Kurt Gordon. I'm glad he's had the chance to restore that building. It looks so great. It's been fun to watch his restoration process on Main Street as well. And then we are going to be performing at the Springville Library. This will be our 3rd year in a row.
No way.
So,
what date?
It's
what
going
time?
to be February 10th from 6:30 to 8 over at the Springville Library. So
Wow. So you can just a small group. What do you play, for example?
I play the bass guitar.
Wow.
And so that was the easiest thing, so that's what I picked.
And your daughter, what does she play?
She sings and plays the piano and the guitar and just a little bit of everything. She practices music all day, every day.
No way.
So
And your dad? What does
my
he
dad's the guitar. He's the lead guitar. He used to have a pretty good band when he was in high school, and he used to have really long hair.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got long hair now, right? Ooh. He's in the audience. The long hair's kind of gone, but he still looks very handsome indeed. Oh, and your daughter, your other daughter, she plays, what does she play?
So my oldest plays the drums. She's played since she was 7, and she's 16 now. And then my other daughter plays the mandolin and the piano and sings a little bit. And then my son plays the guitar, and my husband plays the guitar and a few other instruments as well. So
What genre of music would you say it was?
we love country, a lot of country, but we play a variety. We have oldies, we have rock. Sometimes him and my daughter get going on Metallica.
Wow. Okay.
But the actual sound is really pretty once you get just the music part.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Well, do you think that's cool? Do you think it's cool enough for me to
I think
take
so.
a bite
I
without
think we should try it.
burning myself? Yeah, you're going to try it with me, right?
Yeah.
Because it's safe to eat.
Yes, it's
Let's
just
try
a little
it.
crumbly. So
No. Oh, look, here's our napkins. You know, I was somewhere the other day and I called these serviettes, and this woman goes, "You're not from around here, are you?" And I went, "Oh, no, you caught me."
you're like, how could you tell?
That's right. Can I have a serviette, please? And if you say serviette in France, it's a lady's. Anyway, it's just, I won't go there. Okay, so let's eat, shall we? Wonderful. It really is good.
Really good, huh?
Yeah. Wow. And it hasn't overcooked the asparagus.
No, it's the perfect texture. 15 minutes on 375, and the phyllo dough's perfect crisp, and
Yes.
the inside is just the
Perfect.
perfect texture.
My kids will totally eat these.
Yeah, they disappear like crazy. You could take them to a party or else have them as a side. They're really nice. You could have them
Wonderful.
pre-rolled and then take them to the person's house and throw them in the oven for 15 minutes if you're going to a party.
Right. This is fantastic.
But they are good once they cool as well.
Are they?
Yes.
But you don't want them cold. This is just...
They taste really good hot,
Yeah.
especially on a day like today when it's like kind of raining, kind of snowing. It can't make up its mind outside, but it's cold.
Yes, I could eat. I definitely will be eating.
I'm pretty sure they're going to be disappeared here pretty soon.
No, sorry. We're going to let our audience taste a little bit, aren't we?
Yes, definitely.
Well, this is absolutely wonderful. I can't believe... like I said, for someone who has a business, family life, and able to just put everything together and cook at the same time, I am taking a leaf out of your book, that's for sure. And I'm definitely going to come to your house to listen to you jam together with your family. Oh, I was going to ask you something about your dad being here too. How long has he been here in Spanish Fork? Has he been in Spanish Fork? And where are they right now, actually?
So my father-in-law was the city manager for
father-in-law,
about 40
sorry.
years. No, you're fine. And he just retired about a year ago in February, and they're in Guatemala right now on their mission.
Oh,
So
wow. Gosh, this is wonderful. So the Oyler, no.
Yeah, Oyler.
Yeah, the Oyler family have been in Spanish Fork for how long?
for over 40 years.
40 years.
And out of their 7 kids, they all live here in Spanish Fork still.
No way. This is the place, right?
Definitely.
Yes, it's rocking. I mean, Spanish Fork, where else would you go than Spanish Fork.
I know.
right?
They do so much around the city. It's such a great community to raise your kids in, and so it's hard to want to leave just because of it's the small town feel, but like they just take good care of you. It's
happening.
really clean. They
Right.
take care of their streets, and yeah, we really like being here in Spanish Fork.
And what was one of the biggest things that he did, your father-in-law? He was in the city? He was the mayor?
Manager.
Manager. Okay.
He really loved the rodeo. That was one of his favorite things, and he loved being a part of that. I know the whole week of Fiesta Days, he just basically lived over there, and he had a grin on his face as soon as it came, and he
No
loved to
way.
put on his cowboy hat and boots and wear them to work every day and just meet the cowboys and all of the people that come into town. And
Fantastic. And now he's somewhere being of grandeur and importance over there too. In Guatemala.
Definitely.
Well, that is wonderful. I am so glad about this. I'm definitely going to go home and, like I said, create it for my children. And it's so light. It is light. It is easy. It is something that anyone can make.
Definitely.
As your daughter
Anybody.
did. Definitely. Well, thank you so much for coming on our show, Spanish Fork. What is it? I've even forgotten the name of our show right now, Macey's Cooking Corner. And again, if you want to visit Laurie, she will be found at Aria's Salon on Main. And all of her other workers are also very polite, aren't they? Do you have any last words for anyone who has complicated hairdo that you can fix? I mean, do you want to say something about your salon or...
we love to meet people in the community and take care of everybody. So come and check us out and see what we can do to, pamper you and take care of you. We love to serve the community, and so we'd love to have you come in and meet us.
Well, thank you again for coming on our show, and we look forward to you another day.